Nazi car. How do you live with yourself? Damn. Shame. Shame. Oh, I've seen that one before. Shame.
Tori's wearing handcuffs right now, like locked up.
What brings you outside this Tesla showroom with this interesting flag or sign here?
Well, so the flag is a French Revolution reference, obviously, and that is in reference to this whole idea of wanting to go back to the past, to the greater era of whatever, of America and shit. And my response to that is, okay, if you want to go back to the past, then get in the basket. Because we are currently being run by an oligarchy. And I mean, we saw the inauguration and how many billionaires were there. Remember the last time the rich had everything and we had nothing? I mean, we're in a recession and Jeffrey Bezos has 4 goddamn jets and yet I'm struggling to pay my rent. And then the reason why I'm out of this Tesla is because he's a goddamn Nazi. I mean, he saluted twice. I'm sorry, am I allowed to swear?
I don't care.
Okay. He Nazi saluted twice on live television. And people want to make excuses for it, but we all know what it was. We all know what it was. And it's utterly horrific. And so I mean, why would I not be here? Nazis have no fucking place anywhere. So, yeah.
So when you see someone driving a Tesla, I noticed that you were shouting shame at them.
Yeah. And boo and
boo.
yeah.
What's the reactions you've been getting from people that are driving these Teslas?
Honestly, they kind of do the typical New York thing and ignore me, which is fine. But I am very much so in the punk subculture, and our the neo-Nazis tried to infiltrate us, and our method of that is calling them out and beating them up. So I'm very big on, I mean, listen, if they want to be out here shamelessly flaunting it, then, I mean, why would they have a problem with us calling them out? So
now when you see like customers going into this Tesla dealership, what is your initial reaction when you see it?
Disappointment, more so. I mean, we all, oh, what the fuck is that thing? Sorry, Cybertruck. We all saw what he did, and how do you just as a person morally go in and entertain that? And I'm not yelling at them. I'm more so like politely discouraging them. I've been saying, don't buy the Nazi car, don't gander at the Nazi car. And I understand the temptation to, some people think that it's cool to have a Tesla. If your heart is really set on a Tesla, which I don't understand why, at least buy it secondhand so that way the money doesn't go to him. Like if you have to have it, do you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Boo! Shame! Shame! Grow out of your Minecraft phase!
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
we just saw another Cybertruck.
Yeah, that thing is fucking ugly. And plus, they're built like shit. Like, they are. Like, my dad was a mechanic. I come from a line of them, so I mean, they're built like shit. They're literally, did you see the video of somebody trying to close it and the fucking door panel just came off? Like, that, what? So, like, that adds to, like, why? Why do you even want one? They're shitty and the morals are shitty. So, like, what's the appeal? Like, there are nicer cars, like Bentleys, Audis, Cadillacs. Like, why? Just why?
And some would argue, especially those who are anti-car, why even have a car?
Oh yeah. Public transportation. I mean, if you want to get into the climate change thing, then yeah, public transportation is the way to go. And I know that that's something to say in New York. I mean, I didn't, I'm from buttfuck nowhere, Ohio, and so it wasn't walkable. But that to me is even more of a reason why public transportation should be, because not everybody can afford a car, and then not everybody can drive. Like, not even like elderly people or people who are disabled. Like, public transportation is for so many other reasons other than climate change.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
And how long have you been coming into these protests for? Is this your first time coming?
This is my first Tesla one. But this is my 6th protest altogether. So,
You think it's become a movement in a way that's causing some sort of effect?
I mean, it's difficult to say. I don't think it's as big yet as like the 2020 uprisings and that movement, but I do hope that we get there. But I do know, at least in my generation and maybe millennials as well, we are recognizing the rise of fascism, and we are definitely saying fuck that. So, are you cold?
I'm fine.
Okay.
But what would you like to see in the short term or medium term happen politically in this country, or what would you like to see?
In the short term?
Short to medium term. I could say long term. Like, obviously, you're protesting
Yeah.
against Elon Musk and his effect on
I
the
mean-
U.S. government.
I mean, they all got to go. I mean, they have no place in our government. Nobody fucking elected them, and they're not qualified. And I mean, I'm not. It's difficult to say, because I don't want to say that we should do what MAGA did on January 6th. I'm not saying that because that's not right. But I am saying that Trump doesn't have a place in office. And in a perfect world, he would get his head out of his ass and he would actually do what the people want, and he would stop the cuts with DEI, he would stop the cuts to the parks, he would stop the cuts to the museums and libraries, he would stop the cuts to healthcare. Like, everything that we need, he would allow us to have. I just... Yeah, and then just not fucking let a Nazi and Bezos, who's like fucking Lex Luthor, come to life. Like, it's just not let them have any say in it. Like, I made this joke to my friends earlier. I said the reason why there's not a new South Park season is because we are the South Park season. Everything just feels like a joke. Like, it all just feels like some shitty writing. Like, there's no way this is reality. It's just too fucked.
What's your thoughts on the Trump administration classifying people burning Teslas
as terrorism?
as domestic
That's
terrorism?
the funniest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm sorry, it really is. That is so funny. It's a car. It is a car. Are you serious right now? We have other things to worry about. We have bigger things to worry about. It's a car. Why do you care more about cars than you do actual people's lives?
There's a dealership behind you. What about that? People breaking windows or...
I don't agree with that. I mean.
But on the cars, you could care less.
Yeah, it's a car. As long as there's nobody in it, it's a fucking car. Key it. Like, set it, whatever. It's a car. Like, why are we caring more about the cars than we are the actual human lives that are being affected by his cuts? I mean, and that's the LGBT community aside, because I know that's a hot topic. Boo, shame, fuck off. I'm talking about like the disabled. Like, my father was on Social Security. That's how he raised us, because he was disabled, and that's how he got the medicine that he needed. He was diabetic. He needed insulin. Those cuts that he's making to Social Security and then also to government healthcare, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. And he is more concerned about a hunk of junk that don't even run right than actual humans. That has to say something.
You have any parting comments to say about this movement against Teslas and Elon Musk and Trump?
Fight like the French.
But like the French.
Fight like the French.
So like another 1789.
Even more so than that. I mean, the French are notorious. They rebel against their government all the fucking time. They will fuck shit up. and they get listened to. Fight like the French.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have a name we could use?
Adrian.
You have a last name?
Easterling is fine.
Adrian Easterling. Can you spell that?
Easter like the holiday, and then L-I-N-G.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Exactly. You're like, it wasn't that bad.
Made a thing out of the stock that's painted that says "Stop Elon and Doge." I don't know what those ones down there say because I wasn't.